We're gonna do a good apple, bad apple experiment.
Show me what your body can do.
Hi, this is Jovanka from JovankaCiares.com, and I am doing an experiment on the power of words. This was inspired by author Danielle Laporte, who wrote a blog post about it that became very, very popular. And this is all inspired by the research from this doctor called Masaru Emoto, who was a Japanese scientist who believes that water is affected by our thoughts and our consciousness. And if we are 70% water, we can affect the way we see the world, our abilities to feel happy and be healthy and strong just by our thoughts and by our words. So the concept is that if you take a molecule of water and you say something beautiful to that molecule of water and then look at it in a microscope, that molecule will look really beautiful and bright. But if you say something really nasty to it and then look at it in a microscope, it'll look kind of nasty and dirty, and it looks like it's not even fully formed and it's not nice. And this theory has been in documentaries and in all kinds of programs on TV. It's actually in a documentary called What the Bleep Do We Know? And I think there's another documentary specifically about water. I know that there's been a lot of skeptics out there and people that think of it as a pseudoscience. And don't get me wrong, I hear you all, but I also feel like there is some validity to it. So Danielle Laporte did this experiment with her child where she took an apple and cut it in half. And for about 20-25 days, she said something beautiful to half the apple and something really nasty to the other half of the exact same apple. So I am, as I said, a skeptic, but I'm also a big believer. And I decided that I was going to do this experiment for myself. So this is day one. This is the apple right here. And it's just a traditional apple. It's not organic. There's nothing, interesting or unique about this apple. So here is our beautiful whole apple. And we're just taking this apple and cutting it in half. Two halves, so it's the same apple. And here are our jars. One says good apple, and the other one says bad apple. So we're just gonna put our apples right on each jar. I cut the edges just so you know, so that they could fit in the mason jar, but they are the exact apple in the exact same jar, and we're gonna put them, I've decided that we're gonna put them in the exact same windowsill so that the environment remains constant. And the only thing that's gonna be different is that we're going to say good, beautiful, positive things to the good apple and bad, nasty things to the bad apple. Beautiful apple, you are so wonderful, you are talented and so awesome and full of energy and beautiful and smart and capable. I can't wait to be your friend. You're awesome. I love you. You suck. I mean, you're not even that smart. I don't even know why you even try. It's really, you should just give up and stop trying. You're no good. And you don't even smell that good, so stop it. Okay, so we already talked to our apples. We're just gonna close this jar to prevent oxygen from getting in and rottening it more than it will. And we also close our bad apple, and we're just going to put this in the windowsill. These are the apples right here. There's the good apple and the bad apple. Every day we're going to be saying bad things to the bad apple and good things to the good apple. We're going to monitor this for 21 days and see what happens. So I just took out my apples from the bad apple jar and the good apple jar. And as you can see, this is amazing. Even for the most skeptical ones out there, you have to admit that this is, and I have to admit, I was one of those that was a little skeptical. And I am in awe at what I'm seeing right now. So our little experiment is over, and boy, were the results amazing. This is the apple that we said nasty things to for 21 days, and this is the apple that we said beautiful things to for 21 days. These are two halves of the exact same apple. and they were kept in very similar environments. This is the jars. They were sealed jars, and they were kept in the windowsill, so the environment was exactly the same. The only thing that was different was that we said nasty things to this apple very close every day, and we said beautiful, enlightened, and empowering things to this apple on a daily basis for 21 days. So even for the skeptic out there, and I was one that was actually less skeptical at the beginning of the experiment, I have to admit that there is something to it. I am as surprised as you are, and I now believe that more than ever that there is power in words, and that our words can destroy us and others, and or they can enlighten us and empower us and make us feel that we can conquer the world and that we can be a force for good. So I hope this inspires you to start saying beautiful things to yourself or to the people that you love. And if you hear anybody bullying or saying something nasty or mean to others, that you stand up for those that don't know about this experiment. So now it's your turn. What do you think about this particular video? I want to start a conversation. Let me know by leaving a comment below. Make sure that you share this with people, especially those who you notice that are constantly talking smack to themselves and to others. Make sure that others are empowered as well. And subscribe for more tips and a jolt of motivation for your sexy, healthy, and beautiful life. See you soon. Learn the 3-step system that has helped thousands of women lose the flab, increase energy, sleep better, get regular, and lose weight. Get your free copy of the Sexy Body Reset today.
Show me what your body can do.